Xbox has announced the new games coming to Game Pass for the month of August, a cloud gaming handheld is in the works, and Stadia is going to be receiving some new games coming soon. Let's talk about it. Let's kick things off by talking about what's up next on Stadia. That includes The Dungeon of Nalbuick, From Space, and Outbreak Contagious Memories. While no release date was given, these three titles have been confirmed to be on the way soon. In addition to that, a trial for a new entry in the Outbreak series called Shades of Horror has also launched, and it's what you're seeing in the background being played. All in all, a pretty decent lineup. I will say The Dungeon of Nalbuick is very well regarded over on Steam, so that's a title definitely worth checking out. It's a classic role-playing game with epic bosses, turn-based battles, and everything you'd come to expect from the genre. Then we have From Space, a title that we've been hearing about for quite some time within the Stadia community, but I gotta admit, it's looking like a more complete package and a game that any twin-stick shooter fan may want to check out. Lastly, there's Outbreak Contagious Memories and the new title within the Outbreak series. I do want to point out that this series has been requested by some members of the Stadia community over on Twitter, and while it is great to see the game here, I can't say I'm too excited about it. But that may just be because I'm not into the horror genre. It certainly seems like a franchise aiming at the Resident Evil fanbase, because some of the gameplay definitely gives off that old school Resident Evil feel. For comparison's sake, I will say Shades of Horror, which is the newest entry into the franchise that's currently in the works, certainly looks like a visual step up. That said, I do have some reservations about the gameplay, but it is in early development, so I don't think it's fair to judge it right now. Now let's talk Xbox, where they recently revealed the Game Pass titles coming for the month of August. Cloud-enabled titles coming this month include Cooking Simulator, Ghost Recon Wildlands, 2 Point Campus, and Turbo Golf Racing. Only on PC titles include Expeditions Rome, Off-World Trading Company, and Shenzhen IO. All in all, a pretty good lineup, and I will note that Turbo Golf Racing and 2 Point Campus are definitely the highlights because they're launching day one into Game Pass. As it is with Game Pass, when some games come in, some games go out. Titles leaving August 15th include Boyfriend Dungeon, Curse of the Dead Gods, Library of Runia, Starmancer, and Train Sim World 2. So if you're halfway through a run on one of these games, make sure you finish it before the 15th comes around. While that covers the latest games coming to Xbox Cloud Gaming this month, there is one more additional detail I wanted to share here because it was shared by the Xbox team and I thought it was quite impressive. And that's that they've seen a 1,800% increase in playtime since August of last year when it comes to cloud gaming. That's a very significant improvement, and one I have no doubt that a title like Fortnite certainly helped, considering it's the only fully free-to-play game on the service without needing to use a subscription. Even better is that the team over at Xbox confirmed that it's only the first free-to-play title to arrive, there are more coming. I certainly have more to talk about this topic, but it'll be in its own video. For now, let's move on to the last news story of the day, and that's an exclusive cloud gaming handheld. Yeah, you heard that right, a gaming handheld designed just to play in the cloud. That may sound a little bit redundant at first, but I have reasons to be excited. Before getting into that though, let's talk about where it's coming from. This is a partnership and collaboration between Logitech and Tencent. The new device will support multiple cloud gaming services, and both companies are working closely with Xbox Cloud Gaming and Nvidia GeForce Now. It's expected to hit market later this year. So why am I excited about this? After all, cloud gaming's whole purpose is that you can play on any device you already own. Why should you be excited about buying something just for cloud gaming? While we don't know the specifics of this handheld admittedly, I do think there is room for optimizations when using something just for the cloud. You suddenly don't need to spend as much money on certain sectors of a product and can rather invest that into other sectors that may actually benefit the end user more. I mean, just think about it. This is a gaming handheld where the hardware itself doesn't need to do most of the heavy lifting internally. It can get away with lower specs that is just able to keep up with the resolution and handle the UI itself. Some of that budget can be spent on a much better screen than what you're given with most traditional gaming handhelds. For example, let's talk about the Steam Deck. It's a fantastic piece of kit, there's no denying it, and for its price, it's quite impressive. But its screen certainly isn't a strong point of it, not compared to something like the Switch OLED. Then there's also the factor of power draw. The Steam Deck and Switch OLED both have to power everything that's capable of running a game. That's why both suffer from battery life when trying to run the most demanding of games. Technically speaking, a handheld device just for cloud gaming doesn't have to worry about all that power draw. And that's just one of the benefits. Imagine the same topic but with thermals. Then there's the argument about the phones. Yes, you can buy a Backbone or a Razer Kishi. They're pretty suitable and they work fairly well. I own both myself. But as someone who uses them, I will say that they have some ergonomical issues when using them for a long period of time. They're just not as comfortable as something that's designed from the ground up to fit around your hand in a specific way. And look, this isn't going to be a product for everybody. Not everybody needs this. Some people are more than happy with their phone setup or any other handheld they own. But speaking as someone who considers themselves a gaming enthusiast and is willing to go out and buy a 165Hz monitor because it's just that much better, this sort of product speaks to me. I want the best possible experience I can have, be it local or in the cloud. My dream scenario is that they give this thing a 1440p resolution, a 120Hz display, give it a good strong battery life that lasts over 6 hours, and to really make this thing pop, give it an OLED display. I know I'm probably asking for way too much, but it would be my dream scenario. Let me know your thoughts though. Would you be in the market for a premium cloud gaming handheld? Let me know down below. And with that, we've wrapped up this video. If you enjoyed it at all or found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, thanks for watching. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related. And until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.